What's going on, guys? This is after this is after Ilia Topuria fucking violated my boys. But after his victory over Max Holloway and at UFC 308, this got me thinking, what's next for Ilia Topuria? And moreover, who can beat Ilia Topuria? Be honest. At this point, who are you guys picking to beat this guy? Who? I mean, really, let's think about it. So first off, he's already proved he's far more skilled than anybody anticipated. I mean, he's first off, a knockout victory over Volkanovski and Holloway. Those in and of itself, that's incredible. In terms of back-to-back wins to have, these are probably this is probably the these wins are probably the best back-to-back wins to have of all time. Being able to say, I knocked out Alexander Volkanovski inside 2 rounds, and then saying, I'm the first person to knock out Max Holloway. Those are nothing short of incredible. Those wins are nothing short of incredible. Those are that's insane to say in and of itself. And this makes you think, what's next for him? I mean, really. I mean, look at the division. What, you got Volkanovski rematch? We know what's going to happen there. Unless Volk somehow gains just a chin of granite out of nowhere, which is not happening. Or unless he somehow fucking discovers the Matrix and all of a sudden fucking wabu bam. Oh, I now have the just innate ability to avoid every single shot you have with ease. Tapori's just going to knock him out again. Because we've now discovered that no matter what, whether you're Max Holloway or Alexander Volkanovski, you cannot, under any circumstance, take a shot from Ilia Topuria. You can't afford to. It's too dangerous. So this makes you think, what's next? Probably a Diego Lopes matchup. But let's be honest. How many of you unironically think, oh yeah, Diego Lopes is going to beat Ilia Topuria? None of you. I doubt any of you genuinely think Lopes would beat Topuria. I mean, seriously. Seriously. What is she? There's so much left to discover about Topuria. And from what we know, he has a granite chin, incredible wrestling, one-shot knockout power, slick boxing, good cardio. Like, what would it take to beat this guy? I mean, seriously, what would it take? I mean, like, and honestly, let's think about what's happening with these guys. The era of granite chins is disappearing. I mean, Vera does Vera have a fight coming up? I could have sworn I saw he had a fight coming up or something. I don't think he does, but the era of the granite chins is like coming to an end. I mean, think about it. Marlon Vera's granite chin, he got dropped by Figgy. Max just got slept by Topuria. I mean, shit, bro. Who's next? Vittori? But like, let's. Well, think about who's next. So Volk, we know is getting knocked out. Holloway, he's probably taking at least 9 months, if not a year off. Lopes, we know he can't take. We know Lopes is wild. We know he has crazy power too, but let's be real. He's wild, and he's there to get hit. Mavsar Evloev was tagging Diego Lopes. If Mavsar Evloev can tag Diego Lopes, Ilia Topuria can, and he can tag him harder, and he can put his lights out. What about Yair Rodriguez? We've seen Yair Rodriguez get taken down and subbed by Brian Ortega after failing to finish Ortega. And dude, the shot when Ilia Topuria shot in on Holloway, I was like, holy fucking shit. That was a crazy good shot. Incredible, incredible speed on his when he shoots. Like it it's unreal. Like the level this guy is in all aspects of his game. That's a hair on my pop filter. We know Brian Ortega's not getting a title shot anytime soon. I mean, he just got worked by Lopez. And I don't think cutting down to 45 is going to be for him anymore. I mean, Arnold Allen, really? Really? I don't I don't think anyone in their right mind is going to think Arnold Allen can do. The thing is, I'm really worried that somehow it's going to be Arnold Allen that's going to do it. I really do, but we saw him whoop Josh Emmett. What do you think Aljamain Sterling's going to do it? You guys think Calvin Cater or Giga's going to do it? Lerone Murphy? Yeah, Lerone Murphy's going to beat fucking Ilia Topuria. I mean, he got dropped by Dan Ige. And fun fact, we now know Dan Ige does not hit as hard as Max Holloway. It's just what's next for him. What's the next challenge for him that really offers something unique? What's up next that really makes someone worry? Fuck was that? Ooh, that was weird. But like, what will someone have like? What will someone have to offer to beat Taporia? I mean, dude, they're literally gonna have the greatest chin of all time. What's next? I mean, Mario Batista? Hopefully. Let's say Mario Batista, you want to fight for the featherweight title? That'd be awesome, just so we can see Mario Batista get knocked the fuck out. But like seriously though, who's next? I mean, Taporia was scheduled to fight Edson Barbosa at one time. Who in their right minds thinks that Edson Barbosa has a chance against Taporia? I mean, at this point, it's just building his legacy. Like finding out what's next for him is just building his legacy. I mean, his next three fights at featherweight are almost guaranteed to be Volk, Lopes, and Evloev. Then it's probably going to end up being something like Yair or Allen, and then hopefully Lerone Murphy stays undefeated and gets to a title shot. Like I'm thinking like Taporia beating Evloev and Murphy. Those are really good. That'd be really fucking good for him. But like who can stop this guy? Like if he moves up in weight, depending on who wins between Armin and Islam, maybe one of those two. But if it's Islam, I lean towards more Islam if he fought Islam. I'd probably lean more towards Islam, but Armin's like 5'8". Like, dude, Ilia would probably sleep Armin. Let's be real. Ilia's probably gonna sleep Armin if they fight. Islam? I'd probably lean towards Islam, but dude, he was getting tagged by he was getting touched up by Poirier, and we I think it's pretty clear now that Topuria is a far better boxer than Poirier at this point. So if Topuria's if Poirier is catching Islam, then Topuria will probably be able to do it too. And at bantamweight, what do we think? Let's say let's say Piotr Yan or Sean O'Malley, they win the belt, or Umar. Do we think this little fucker is beating Ilia Topuria? I mean, guys, let's be real. Who thinks Umar Nurmagomedov would knock out Max Holloway? Not me. Do we think Sean O'Malley would knock out Ilia Topuria? Fuck it. I don't. I don't. Sure, he knocked out Aljo, but guy couldn't knock out Marab. Do we think Marab would do it? No, because Marab has openly stated that he's not gonna fight Ilia, and that Ilia has consistently beat him in sparring. And like any rounds they have in sparring, Ilia beats him in. And I just realized that this is Khabib's arm. I was wondering whose arm it was. It was Khabib's arm. That's whose arm it was. It was Khabib's arm. I was wondering. Like, what's the question is not a matter of, oh, who's next for Ilia? Who's the next challenger? It's who's next on the chopping block. Who's next for Ilia Topuria to get another 50K bonus off of, and for Ilia Topuria to sleep? Who's next for him? Volk? Probably getting slept again. Lopes? Maybe has a chance. Lopes probably has a really good chance. I think Lopes, if he, maybe like if he end up finding out he's like a Max Holloway type chin, if Lopes ends up having like a Max Holloway type chin, then maybe the power coming back, then maybe because we know he has pop in his shot, so maybe he can do it, but not likely. He stands really upright and he gets caught a lot. So I don't know. Movzar, he's not fucking Mr. Big Titties over here. He's not taking out Ilya. What has he done? What congratulations. I've failed I've barely been able to take down Arnold Allen. And I got a robbery over Arnold Allen. Do we think I know I'm going back to this, but Arnold Allen, sure he floats around on the back foot. It'd be a good matchup. He does good like countering off the back foot, countering off the back foot, and then sliding out of range, landing crisp 1-2s, and using good footwork and mixing it in really well. But do we think he's beating it? No. We've seen him get hurt. We've seen him get rocked. Like there's just no one here that I really think would stand much of any chance against Taporia whatsoever. So the question is now, who are who who's next? Who's next on the chopping block? Because number one and number two in the division, and number one and number two of all time in featherweight, they couldn't do it. They could not get past this man. So what's next? I mean, all of these guys, they have something about with their career where you can't pick them in your right mind. You cannot feasibly pick him. Yeah, he has 8 wins. I figured. Just can't pick him. each one of these guys. Like, look, got knocked out by Volk and got TKO'd got by Frankie Edgar. Volk knocked out by Islam and Ilia and Corey Nelson. Like, seriously, what else is next for this guy? Because it seems like, despite everything that's been thrown his way, he just exceeds in every aspect, and he just supersedes his opponents in every aspect. So I think Ilia Topuria, he's probably gonna end his career undefeated. Probably. I don't think there's a single fighter in featherweight who can beat him. I mean, like, seriously, let's look. So good. Wait. Topology. I mean, seriously, let's look through it. We got all these guys we went through, and we don't think Sadiq Yusuf. I don't think he is. Sean Woodson, maybe. Fuck it, maybe. Why the fuck is Holloway all the way down here? Okay. Well, that's Topology's retarded. You Anderson Burrito? Fucking probably not. Probably not. I'm not taking Yo Anderson Burrito to beat fucking Ilia Topuria. You guys think Nathaniel Wood is? Think Nate the Train or Chepe Mariscal is? You think Steve Garcia is gonna do it? Think Steve Garcia is gonna rise to the top and do it? Yusuf Zalal? I'm starting to think that Yusuf Zalal might be the fucking goat because he took mean shots from Topuria when they fought, and he tanked them all. Plus, you think David Onama? I mean, let's keep going down the fucking line. Let's keep going down the line. I mean, who do we think? Danny Silva? You're not picking fucking Danny Silva in a million years. My goat Felipe Lima is going down to fucking bantamweight. Like, there's no one in this division who you can reasonably pick that would beat Ilia Topuria. There's no one that you could pick. No one. I mean, like, going even further, we're going all the way to these guys. Really, I'm just looking for my goat. There he is. This is just Ilia Topuria, but Argentinian and not as good. I ain't picking Kevin Vallejos to do it. Like, just what's next for him? Like, they're not. You're not picking Muhammad Naimov to do it. I know that. Muhammad Naimov can he got choked out in his debut. That's funny. It's funny to me. I think the I think all we can do now is just map out his career, map out his legacy. What wins would propel him to GOAT status? First off, I think if he beats Lopes, Evloev, and Lerone Murphy, greatest featherweight of all time, without a doubt. Honestly, I think Lopes and Evloev put him at the greatest featherweight of all time, without a doubt. But Murphy, like just having two undefeated fighters and two like top 10 of all time fighters in your title reign, it's kind of insane to have. But yeah, this is just kind of like a talk about Ilia Topuria because what's next for him, man? What's next? But yeah, that's about it. Tell me what you guys think is next. See ya.